Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, what's up? If you're not new to my channel, what's up, YouTube Maddie? What's up, YouTube Maddie? What's up? And we is back here with another mother freaking video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys the keys to getting some flawless makeup. And specifically, I'm gonna be speaking on if you're doing makeup on yourself. Doing it on other people is a whole different ball game, but it's still, you know, these are the basic things you would need to know for just doing makeup, period. Okay, so if you want to see how to get some flawless makeup like this, honey girl, keep on watching the video. It's Creator.
I love you, Duane.
All right, bet. So if you guys see me looking down, it is because I have notes on my other phone. So I just wanted this to be a little bit more organized, just so I don't forget anything. You dig what I'm saying? So first things first, when going into doing makeup, when you're about to do a makeup application, you need to have a clean canvas. And when I mean a clean canvas, make sure your skin is clean. Make sure you have washed your skin. Make sure you prep the skin, you know, with moisturizers, serums if need be, primer, you know, whatever case. Just make sure that the skin is clean. You have a clean canvas and that it's moisturized. If you're doing it on other people, also make sure that's done as well. You know, if you have a booking site, let people know, you know, like, come with your skin clean, and still just go over their face, you know, with like a makeup wipe beforehand, just to make sure it's clean, to get any excess dirt, just so it's like, you know, a fresh clean canvas that you're working on. And then the less texture the better. Okay, now me, I still got some texture on my skin, like there, but before, I definitely noticed when I had more, you know, like pimples on my face. My makeup was still good, but I was also still learning at the time. But you know, when you have less texture on your skin, your makeup does look better because the surface is more, you know, like, you know, smooth. So just make sure that you're working on your skincare while you're doing makeup. That's important. You know, some people might be insecure about their skin. That may be why they choose to wear makeup. But for one, don't be insecure, honey, because period, like, you can fix it. It's, you know, it's annoying, yes, it's a process, it's a journey, yes, but don't be insecure about your skin, because you are still that girl. Okay, don't be insecure about your skin, you know. But I know how that feels because I've had, you know, I still have acne, but I really, like, if you know that about the skin was bad. So, you know, I know how that feel. I can't just be like, oh, don't be insecure, you know what I'm saying? Like, because some people, you know, people struggle with that. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. But just remember, you're that girl, and you're gonna always stay that girl. So, but make sure you're working on your skin, because too, if you're going to be doing makeup and applying makeup, you want to make sure, you know, you are taking care of your skin, because makeup, it does not always, but it can, excuse me, it can, you know, make your skin issues or problems worse. It can make it much worse. So just make sure you're taking care of your skin as well when applying makeup. Some people feel like if you have, you know, bad skin, you shouldn't apply makeup because it'll make it worse. That's cap. You can still wear makeup, but you just want to make sure that you are, you know, trying to find a good skin regimen, still cleaning it. Even if you don't have a skin regimen that works for you at the moment, you still trying stuff out, still make sure, you know, you're working on your skin, trying to keep your skin good, trying to keep it cool, trying to keep it together. Okay, all right, next, you need to know your undertones and your shades. So what that is, like, are you warm, are you deep, are you neutral? Is the person you're working on, are they warm, are they deep, are they neutral? When it comes to doing makeup on other people, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to really know. So this is going to be important for you to definitely, sorry y'all, my eye is like, it's itching. What am I saying? But I had to get that. But 9 times out of 10, somebody that you're working on, they're not going to really know their skin tones and undertones and all that stuff. So it's important that you know that, because that's going to come to key, especially if you or that person is going to be taking pictures, especially if they're taking pictures with the flash on. Them undertones going to pop out, and it may make them, you know, look ashy or make them look this color or dull. So that's very important, knowing your undertones. A way to find out, and you know, shout out to Miss Angie, was my cosmetology teacher in pre-salon and cosmetology school. A good way she showed us was she had us go under a light, and you know, she just had the class, like, you know, had different people go up and was like, had them stand under a light. I believe it's a white light that you want to be under, and you will see what, of course, no makeup on, you will see what, you know, their skin looked like did it look more orange, did it look more red, did it look more green. We would look at, like, you know, their cheek area and their forehead to kind of see like what was given. Usually right under the cheek is going to be the easiest to kind of see, but you can try that way as well. You can look at the color of your veins to see. Looking at the veins is hard for me, so I just really just try to focus on the face and what's going on there. Or, you know, another way of seeing what your undertones are is, you know, what colors look best on your skin tone. You know, like, is gold's more of your shade? Do you feel like that makes your skin pop more? Do you feel like silver makes your skin pop more? So, you know, things like that. I believe gold is for warmer undertones and silver is for more of like deeper undertones. I don't really use that method either, but that's just another method. Like I said, for me, just looking at, you know, my skin, see what's going on. Even if you look at your chest area, you know, you can kind of get an idea of what your undertones are. Usually you want to get some yellowish, greenish, or pinkish vibe. Usually your yellows are going to be, you know, like your yellow oranges, reds. They are going to be your warm tones. Then you want to have like your greens, your blues, your olive colors. That's going to be your deep tones. And your neutral tones are going to be more like pinky, salmon, peach colors. They're just like, you know, is neutral. So a good way too to test, if you're testing out makeup, you know, when you go on the side of your face, you know, get 3 different undertone shades that is the same shade but different undertones. Put it on the side of your cheek, 1, 2, 3, and see like what looks best, because the shade might look like your shade, but that undertone is definitely going to make a big difference. Because one time I definitely had a foundation that was more on the olive side, and at first I'm just like, okay, this looking good, but then the mom looking, I'm like, this is not giving what's supposed to get. That was something that I really had to learn, is making sure the undertone is cool. Because before I had the grasp of knowing how to do my makeup, but it would still give like flashback. Undertones can give you flashback if the flashback is not matching with your skin tone. So that is important. If you feel like you're struggling, like you putting a makeup on, but every time you took a picture you have flashback, it's really probably the undertone. Double check your undertone. That is important. Next thing that's important is knowing your skin type. So knowing whether you have oily skin, dry skin, or combination skin, that is going to be key. And also knowing what products works best for your skin type, or, you know, your client's skin type. It might be a little bit harder for your client's skin type because most clients, they don't know their skin type. Some clients, they wrong about their skin type, and that's a little bit different. You know, you kind of just gotta try to look and see what's going on with their skin at the moment and put products that works best in that way. But when you're talking about your own skin, you need to know your skin type. Are you oily? How oily are you? Are you dry? How dry are you? Are you combination? What areas are dry? What areas are oily? That's important, because you might need to put, let's say, usually with combination skin, usually the T-zone area is going to be your oily areas, and then all the other parts, the outside, is usually dry. So you might have to put more of a mattifying primer in your T-zone and more of a hydrating primer on, you know, the outside, because sometimes with combination skin, the outside is really dry and the oily parts is really oily. So you don't want to put one or the other on your face. You want to put both, because that's going to help with your makeup lasting. Like, especially when you have oily skin, them oils is going to seep through. And also, if you're around light a lot and you have oily skin, you know, depending on what you do, with this light being there, it's gonna, you know, them oils gonna push through much faster, and your makeup's not going to last as long. So that is really, really important. And next I want to touch on, which is like the last and final thing, is trial and error. So don't expect for your makeup to come out perfect the first couple of times. It might take you 10 times of doing your face and testing out different products to know, like, okay, I know this works for my skin, this doesn't work for my skin. I know these two products work together and these other two products don't. It might do something. Do what is best for you and not what's best for the girls, okay? Because what's best for the girls may not be best for you. So I know a lot of trends be coming on, and a lot of people, they be like, oh, this product, but that product might not work for you. So you need to do what's best for your skin and go from there. Starting off, you don't have to get these expensive products, because some lower end products work better than products that's more expensive. Nowadays, people just want stuff for a name. Now sometimes products do matter. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh yes, all products were the same, because they don't. Some products are a better quality, they have better ingredients, but all the time that's not the case. That's why it comes with trial and error, because a product might break you out. A product might make your skin more oily, it may make it more dry. So you really do need to do what's best for you, and that's what the girls is saying to do, because the girls don't know your skin. The girls know their skin, they don't know your skin, okay? And be mindful that products change, and so can your skin. So my skin is oily. I've always had an oily skin type, but now my skin, too, because of products I be using, and I be low-key trying to dry it out. That's OD. Now I be trying to chill off of it, but I'm still learning my skin too. But I know my skin always been super duper oily. Like, I could wipe my forehead and moisturize my scalp with the amount of oil that comes from out of my face. So, but now, now more of these areas, and sometimes like right here, just right here, this part will be oily, but like right here, sometimes now that's more dry. So I guess you can say combination, but that's not all the time. That's just maybe sometimes, depending on the product or what products I put underneath my makeup, but usually for the most part, my skin is oily. Because it's starting to change, it's not as oily, but most parts it's oily. But just be mindful that products change. Sometimes the manufacturers, they change ingredients, and you like, sis, I've been using this, but it's not giving what it used to give. Sometimes products change, and sometimes so do your skin. So be mindful of that as well when you are, working with makeup. Everything is a trial and error thing. And also take your time when you're doing your makeup. Take your time and getting to know your skin. Take your time and doing research on product. Go on YouTube and type in makeup products for oily skin. Just get tips for people with a skin type like yours, so that will help you out if you don't really know where to start at as far as knowing your skin type. Look, just take your time in the process. Makeup is a work of it's an art. I love it. It's just beautiful. It's a work of art. Like, your face, anybody's face could be a canvas. It's literally like painting on your face that you can wash off and then come back 5 seconds later and make another art piece. Like, makeup is art, so take your time. Don't rush. To get the best outcome is actually the last thing. You want to, follow all the previous tips that I just told you, which is, getting the undertones, clean canvas, improving your skin, knowing your skin type, all that stuff. And then when you finally get the right shades and tones, you're not going to miss. Your makeup's going to be hitting every time. Because now you know your skin, you know what products works for you. You know if you like more creamy stuff or more of a thicker, product, foundation, concealer, whatever the case. When I was first doing makeup, I don't even have it out. But when I was first doing makeup, my first setting powder was, I believe, Sacha Buttercup. But I used to always feel like that is what was making me ashy. That was giving me flashback. But oh damn, it wasn't that. My foundation shade was off because of the undertone. So something little as undertone can really affect your makeup. So, and somebody else's makeup. So that's like one of the most important things. If they got texture or you got texture, all right, that's cool. You can cover that up as best as you can. But that undertone, them shades and them tones, that is important. And you want to make sure that you get the correct product for your skin type. Like I said, if you have to mix and match dewy and matte products, go ahead and do so for those select areas. But you want to get the best product for your skin type. If you have if you have oily skin, you want to get more matte products. If you have dry skin, you want to get more dewy products. You know, you don't want to put a dewy spray and you know you oily, like, cause girl, you can, if you, I would say you can do that if you really like your base, that base needs to be matte. So like me, I can use dewy stuff. I use calamine lotion for one. If I want to wear my makeup all day and I want it to last, I'm gonna put that on. But like I said, since my skin be dry in some areas, I just make sure I really moisturize those areas that get dry, because that will show. If I put that on top and then put foundation on top and I put the powder on, that will show. So if you do something like that, then you could go ahead and use a dewy spray, because you know that's gonna help you. But you still want to make sure you powder on how you need to powder. You know, if you have dry skin, you don't want to be putting on too many matte products. You probably don't really want to bake, you know, things like that. Baking is not for everybody. I don't bake. The only part of my face that I bake is my nose. That's it. I don't bake nothing else, because you know, like I said, sometimes my skin, if I feel like my skin needs to bake and I really want my makeup dry, I'll bake for like a second. But I was never really a baking girl, like, you know. That's why I said do what works for you and not what works for the girls. Okay, that's cute for a thumbnail, but baking might not be for you, and baking might not be for a certain client. So get a brand that works best for your skin. Not all products work for everybody. Not all brands mesh with everybody's skin. To get the best outcomes every single time, listen, you got to get the brands that work best with your skin. And just knowing your skin overall is key. When you know your skin, know what works, know what doesn't, know what just really meshes with your skin, that is going to help. I probably done use maybe 3 or 4 different type of foundations in my life of doing makeup. I know what looks good on my skin. If something new come out, and will I try it here and there? Yes, but all the times, no. Maybe when I'm playing around just to see. But if I know I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna go to what do my skin the loveliest, you know. And envision the look you want and visualize how you want to get that on yourself. So me, I always love the really like the real just sun-kissed, the makeup look, the melanin, I always love like really rich, dark brown, just them type of shades, really warm shades, but it still had to be chocolatey at the same time, but just that right amount of warmth. I love that kind of makeup. Like, I'm the type of person, if it's an Instagram filter I like, and you know how sometimes the Instagram filter, like the contour, it just look real like to the T, it look perfect. I'm like, how can I get how my face look in this filter? How can I get my makeup to look like that? Like, how can I get a filter look with no filter? This giving filter and it's not. How can I get that? And I would just keep trying out different products. Like, okay, it's getting better each day. Each time I do my makeup, do that. What kind of look do you want? Do you want a super matte look? Is that what you envision in your head? Do you want super dewy? Do you want your nose really snatched? Do you want to like contour? What's the shades? Like, try to envision that in your head when you're doing your makeup. I used to do really dark, you know, cream contours. I used to love cream contours. Now I don't cream contour. I just powder contour. I mean, it depends on the cream. I want to try a foundation stick cream contour, but I would get like the kind of liquidy, like this not a concealer, but like a wand tube contour. That's what I would use. But now I just use this bronzer by Juvia's Place in the dark shade. This is my girl. This is my favorite. I just love these colors. They just do very, very good for my skin. Make it warm how I like. And, you know, gotta envision it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so that's just really it, y'all. And trial and error, you're not gonna get it perfect the first couple times. You're gonna progress over time because new trends come out, new ways you do your makeup. The way I used to do my makeup and the way I do my makeup now is definitely totally different. You're gonna evolve and you're gonna change. It's gonna come, but just keep going. Don't get frustrated. Keep going on. It's going, practice gonna come from wherever, you know, for where it comes from. But for me, it came from me myself doing it. YouTube, this girl from my city, she do makeup. She used to actually be one of my mentors when I was doing this little program in high school. I would like hit her up, show me different tricks because she's a makeup artist. A lot of people go to her, so I'm like, okay, you have the clientele, you doing makeup how I want to do makeup. Shoot, you want to teach me? So she was showing me stuff. Like, however you learn, that's how you gonna learn. But don't think you gotta pay $50,000 for a makeup class, cause you don't. But just to backtrack with some makeup tips, you want to have a clean canvas, you want to know your undertones, you want to know your skin types. It's going to be a trial and error period that's never going to cease. Like, you're going to have a trial and error till you stop doing makeup, because like I said, new things going to come out, new techniques you're going to test. It might not come out perfect the first time. It's always going to be a trial and error period, because, you know, like I said, your skin change, product might change, that might mess you up, but that's just to come. And then you won't always get a good outcome that you want. You're gonna always get an outcome that you want. I can, you know that I can get my makeup to come out like this, come out like how I want it, because now I'm in the flow. I know what my skin like, I know my shape, I just know how to go. I can do it fast, I can do it slow. You know, you just gotta get to know your skin. Get to know your skin, girly, okay? And yeah, so if you guys actually want to see how I do this and talk through and how my makeup has changed, that's definitely probably going to be in the next video. So I want y'all to stay tuned, because it's just like new tricks that I just do now, and I just love the way that my makeup comes out. So definitely, y'all, thank you guys for watching. I really rock with y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me, and you know, stay tuned for the next video. I hope this helped you out. Definitely let me know any tips that you did not know, or any tips that you know, and share with me something that you feel like is important that I missed. Put that down in the comments. But see you guys in the next